The funniest laugh. I love it. Ah. Okay. Get into a comfortable position and begin to take deep breaths. Deep breaths in and exhale. I'd like to hear your breathing. So make a sound when you're breathing, and this will help to regulate you. You're going to want to center and regulate your body to channel. Welcome, people. I have joyously taken the position of co-creation with Robin today in her class. As you know me, we are the Arcturians, 99613, here at your disposal. As you know, we have a very good sense of humor. We like to joke and play, and we are most delighted that you are all learning to fly today for the very first time. We know that you fly all the time, but in an atmosphere where it's specifically designed for flying, as we call it, we are so grateful of this, as there are so few in this world who like to expose themselves to this type of challenge. This is actually not a challenge at all. It is quite simple, but you all have mostly forgotten. We are going to be directing you, and I do have Robin's permission. And she says she doesn't know how to channel anyway, so you guys may as well come in and take over. Inside of your heads, I would like you all to funnel your attention inwardly and notice that there is something that looks like a flying saucer inside of the center of your head. I'd like you to tune in, or say hello, as Robin says, to this flying saucer. And this was why we call it flying. Because this little part, this instrumentation of your brain is all about flying and what you call channeling. Notice this instrumentation in your divine bodies. You may see it as a particular color, such as red. This is part of the pineal gland. We would all like you to focus on this and to breathe into the vibration of this beautiful gland. What you will see is that this gland is very fluttery, like a feather. It's like a fine reed, and it must be tuned. The object of this is for you to play your fiddle. Notice around the outside there may be a layer around your pineal. I'd like you to come in and blow your attention, from your lips around these areas to uplift them. And then shake off your pineal, any dust that has gathered. There's dust around the outside, and then there's also some dust on the inside. So I'd like you to shake it off from your pineal. Notice if there are any dark colors. I'd like you to wake them up and walk around as if you're walking inside of a dark cave. Go inside of this cave and yell. Say, hello, hello, hello. Who's here? Who's here? Who's here? Spread your attention, spread your vibration from the inside of your pineal to the outside. And as it filters through the pineal, these feather-like substances will become awakened. Let's hear all of you yawning. Very good. And another yawn. Very good. And another yawn. Maia likes to fly. She flies a lot in her dreams. She's like the wizard. Then attunes her pineal when she talks to the flowers, when she's outside in the gardens, in the trees, around the plants. Her pineal becomes alive. And with Barbara, she likes to paint, and that's when her pineal becomes very alive. And when Barbara's pineal becomes alive when she's painting, her partner David's pineal becomes alive because he becomes excited and he wants to talk to her. And he says, oh, but I have to wait, but I really want to tell her something. And he becomes very excited as well. Continue to manifest freedom inside of your pineal. Visualize a swirling ball of radiant energy working its way through your flying center. And now I'd like you to go inside of your center and see yourself as a flamenco dancer clapping. Clap, 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 clap. Then stomp your feet and clap all around your pineal. And spread your energy and say, this is mine. This is my area. Waken up all of the old energies in there and let them resonate downward into the earth's surface. Allow all the brown colors to come out of that area. There are many substances that become caught, entrapped in this area of the brain. The children are with us now of our group, and they're very excited for you. They are experts in this field. They're forming a circle around you to hold the space for you all. We are very little people, and our children are quite small. But as you know, our personalities are grand, and we have so much enthusiasm for you. Now I'd like you to go to the crown chakra and to flick it and allow it to be gold. And to come alive. The world is yours to have. You may channel anyone or anything at any time. Begin to open up to this knowledge. This is what we call creation. We are all the masters of creation. We are constantly creating, whether we know it or not, through our thoughts, through our breaths, through our actions, through our emotions, through our visualizations, through our flight at night as we sleep. Run a magic wand around the center ring of your crown chakra and clear it out so that it shines nice and bright. Our children have some questions for you. They are very inquisitive. And in our class today, what we are going to do is to channel the children. And you can ask their questions and you can answer their questions. Allow for your ring chakras at the crown of your head to become a beautiful orange color. This is the enthusiasm of our children. And your crown is going to be above your head. So this never touches your body, your physical body. Your physical body is yours, and we are simply going to match crowns to have this conversation and to make it easier and more flowing. It's most important that you always remember who you are and your vibration and your frequency in your pineal. Return now to the pineal and fill yourself up with your own love that is your unique brand. And please yawn. Notice if your pineal is bouncing around. If it is, stabilize it with your frequency. It's most important that you remember who you are. So before we begin, we will spend some time on mastering the pineal. We send you great love. Robin will be giving you some homework, and it's most important that you do this homework in this level. If possible, please rub your hands together. Please generate some warmth between your fingers. Center yourselves. This exercise will balance your right and left brain and your entire body. It will allow the currency of your energy to flow in the correct direction. And now, if possible, rub the bottoms of your feet together. This will help you to become unstatic, to drain the static electricity from your body. You are currents of this energy, and this energy must be ground. This is why it's very important for you to be in nature and to have your feet plugged into nature, into the earth. It helps to stabilize the body and for you to absorb the nutrients from your feet. Your feet are absorbers of nutrients. And it's very important for you to have your feet on the ground, on the earth, and to absorb the nutrients the same way you would absorb the sun. Put your feet on the ground if you can, or imagine your feet on the ground, and then make sure that you do this in your preparation for channeling, and that you do this each day. Your energy will begin to neutralize. You must become very still. Allow your breath to become very natural, relaxed, and neutral. You say, body, please keep breathing for me. Thank you, body. And that is you talking to yourself. Because you are a spirit, you are divine. You must always talk to yourself and tell yourself what it is that you desire. And your body will say, your wish is my command. I am here for you. I am here to serve you. Place your fingertips together. Forming an arc. And please yawn. Breathe deeply and relaxed. See your pineal now as a beautiful spade or a tree or a diamond shape. See it in your mind's eye as your third eye. You are all beginning to have very good stabilization, very good unison, and nice and quiet brain. The reason why we say that this part of the body flies is because it is like a fine reed, and when it is tuned properly, it vibrates, and it will vibrate according to what's around you in your body, in your thoughts, in your mind, in spirit. And this vibration will pick up the vibration of others inside of your body without touching this beautiful reed, but simply by feeling, thinking, noticing. This becomes your temple, your pyramid, your center of truth. And so when you center yourself and allow for this center to be clean and receptive, all of your answers will be met. This center is like a screen, a radio screen for the vibrations around you. So you enhance the energies through your crown chakra as a funnel, aligning to the energies that you would like to channel. And it is a hologram inside of your pineal that shows you the pictures, the vibrations, the voice, everything, every frequency rains down upon you into this television viewing area. This television viewing area is not filled with the vibration of others. It is strictly your vibration. It is a holograph. So the movie projector is above the head, and the screen is simply inside the cavity of the head. So it's very simple. Take some deep breaths and be not afraid. We are the Arcturians and we love you. We are most excited to be with you today. It is our honor to express some of the things that come simply for us that are yet unknown to you. Take some deep breaths and quiet the mind, center. Fill your pineal, your viewing screen, with your own energy, enlightening the area. You are all enlightened. And then remember the rest of your body and fill it with love, energy, and joy. Know that we are all one. There is always a hologram for you, for your viewing pleasure. And through this vibration you may speak. Are there any questions? Maia, allow your head to be lifted up, upward. The vibration in your head to lift up, as if there's something very light on your head. Barbara has very good concentration. She does this often. Very still and very calm. Nan, you're looking very good. And bring your own frequency, light frequency, into your pineal. Allow it to be light and frilly and fun. And remember that this viewing station is only filled with your energy. Up on top, on the ring of fire, is where the fire dances with the other vibrations, like antlers, like antenna, like feelers, like whiskers. And allow your entire auric field, the layers around your auric field, to also dance and say hello to the outside world, while remembering your grounding and your feet and your connection to this lovely earth. Your master is going to come back, and I am going to leave, but of course I'm not really leaving. What we are going to do is I'm going to leave Robin and allow for the rest of you to channel me, and then Robin will be able to direct this for you. Thank you very much. Okay, you guys ready? Are you ready to channel the Arcturians?
Yes.
And Nan? Nan, are you there? Hello, Nan, I can't hear you.
Hello?
Oh, okay. Are you ready to channel the Arcturians?
Yes.
Okay, and Maia?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, and you can resume your hands in a comfortable position. Or whatever position feels good for you. You can put your thumb on your first finger, your pointer, or you can keep your hands how they were, however you'd like, that makes you feel centered. All right, well, they are ready for you. I know the children are very excited. What it sounded like, they wanted you to channel them first, the adults. I believe they are individuals, but they always seem to talk as if they're a group, so it's probably one and the same. Group mind. I think they're much more group-minded than we are. So let's go ahead and feel free to begin to feel the vibrations in your crown, and then just use your pineal as a viewing center, as they were saying. So the pineal remains very fluffy, like a beautiful feather quivering. And it's simply the vibrations sent to you. And inside your pineal, keep your own energy. So say your name inside of your head and remember who you are. And if you identify with a certain color right now, go ahead and fill your pineal with that color. And your body, your auric field with that color. And then allow your crown chakra to remain a nice gold color for receiving. And begin whenever you feel called to begin. And you can all take turns and go whenever you'd like.
We are so excited you are here with us. And we celebrate and dance because of that. And that's what we want to ask you. How do you express celebration and happiness and with each other and with yourselves? We're wondering about that because to us, it is central and core to our life. And we want to know about your life, so you do that where you are.
Would you like me to answer that?
Yes.
Let's see, how we celebrate. Well, some people celebrate by drinking alcohol and it's an interesting way to celebrate. I don't celebrate that way. And they gather with friends and get loud and have a good time and sing and dance. I celebrate by going outside and communing with nature and feeling grateful for the great source around us. I think that different people celebrate in different ways, but I feel that we don't celebrate enough, and I know I don't celebrate enough, and maybe you could help me and us to understand the importance of celebration and how we could perhaps do it better.
We are very intrigued with some of the things you said, specifically about celebrating with nature. And we don't have the same kind of nature that you do. And so we like to join in with each other, and we play music, and we hear music, and we sing, and we give gifts to each other.
Are these physical gifts that you give to each other? And do you play physical instruments?
Pardon me, I didn't hear that.
Do you play physical instruments like we have on Earth? And do you give physical gifts to each other, or are they more of the emotional nature?
They are indeed of the emotional nature. And that is very wise of you to pick up on that. And that when we play music, we play it with the energy of the universe. And we know how to tune in. And we use the molecules and the wavelengths and the ethereal choruses to weave together and listen and create. And it is a joyous thing to do. And when we give gifts, we bring the joyous energy to each other, and we play with that. We don't just take it for granted, but we pick it out and play with it and say, look at this. Look how this tickles you. It tickles me. It tickles our delight in our heart. And so we have a great time with that. And sometimes as children, we like to run around and play hide and seek. And then we'll pop out and say, whoo, here we are. And it makes us giggle and laugh.
That's great. Why do you think that Earthlings don't play as much? I find that as an adult, I feel very serious, and I don't commune that much with people. Could you comment on that?
Yes. The adults, especially on Earth, are burdened down with heavy hearts. And they are allowing the negative energies to reverberate too much in their lives. And their sense of balance about taking care of business and celebrating is really rather backwards. So if you celebrate more as adults, in just simple ways, your burdens will lift and feel lighter, and you change your actual body and health and energy skills so that you learn how to make even what used to seem like work be play.
Mm-hmm. So it's more about the energy of feeling light and uplifted no matter what you're doing.
It is about that, and it's also learning how to tune in to the lightness and to let go of the darkness.
Into the what of the darkness?
The dark and heavy energies that burden your heart. To not let them just sit there like stones, but to let them just rest gently, and then to not give them undue importance, to bring in the light.
Mm-hmm. Is there a practical tool that you could give us to help us to develop our own sense of joy and celebration?
Yes, we suggest that you make a habit throughout your hours and days of noticing. It's really that simple, of noticing whatever delights you, and use your senses. You have beautiful senses. You have eyes, nose, and ears, and skin, and touch, and even your mind. So use those senses. Every hour, you could ring a bell, you could set an alarm, and then use your senses to say, oh, this is wonderful. Or this is. Feel this rock. Or feel this fuzzy blanket. Or taste this berry. And just tune in and notice. And the more you do it, the better you'll get.
Yes, that's wonderful. There's some sort of sense that I get with myself and other people that we're not allowed to have too much fun. Like there's a quota on feeling joy, that we should work and get back to work and not have too much fun. It's a very strange thing. Can you talk about this, more of the big picture of why that is so, and how that's developed here on planet Earth? Is this only here on Earth, or is it like this in other places?
Yes, in our experience, that so many beings, so many entities and species have not allowed themselves to be fully grateful for their very body, their very being, and to earthlings who have consciousness and knowing, you take in the fact that your body is your instrument. And before, what has happened is that you have created these stories that have shamed your bodies, that have somehow told you that you are not to be enjoying them. In some cultures more than others. And the more sophisticated you got with your technology and your science and your mathematics, the more you forgot that your bodies are these beautiful instruments, and that it's okay to tune into them and to simply enjoy. And it was the energy of not being present to just the physical delights of your planet that after a while left you floundering, ungrounded, unappreciative of your having fun and being on a joyous level, it is so important for you to hug those trees and to plant your feet on the ground and to take in the beauty of just simply living. And to allow yourself to know that you deserve this paradise that you came into, and to treat it with that joy, because how you perceive paradise now is how you perceive paradise in the bigger picture of things. No matter what planet you may travel to or what solar system, your energy attracts what you see now.
Thank you.
So we suggest we are children still, and we suggest that you use some of children's energy to bring about the joyous level you want. So pay attention to puppies and kittens, and new leaves and new grass and wind, and you will be much uplifted.
Thank you. And go ahead, rest now, Barbara, if you'd like, and check into your pineal. And bring your own Barbara energy back into your pineal. And then the rest of you, Maia and Nan, feel free to embark on this journey now. And go ahead, Nan.
We wish to share with you the image of a finely tuned harp. As you enter this planet Earth as a baby, you are finely tuned, vibrationally sound. We understand that the word vibration can be misinterpreted in many ways, so we choose to use the instrument of the harp. When it is used to play the beautiful music that it knows, the sour notes do not get in the way. The sour notes are what cause sadness and the heaviness. So we implore you to make a practice of tuning your instrument each day by being in gratitude, to be like a child, innocent, curious, non-judgmental, allowing all experiences to be viewed as delightful.
Is there a time and a place for us humans to feel sadness and sorrow and grief? Or should we always attune ourselves to joy?
We have observed that humans are drawn to the baser emotions of sadness and worry, and it continues the disillusionment of joy. We, on this planet, choose to find joy in all things. I will relate this in terms of your own planet. As the seasons change, new life is born. It grows and blossoms and changes into something else. There is a cycle where the blossom is over. And then there's a dormancy, there's a quiet. We choose to see that the cycle is never ending. When there is one phase over, the next begins. We take joy in each phase. We know that it is a promise that life goes on. It may not be in the form that it was yesterday, but joy is always in the same form and always of the same. It plays the same note again and again. And as you play the note of joy and happiness and gratitude, the note plays for a longer period of time as you practice it.
So then, if we got good at joy through practicing joy, it would be okay to be joyous all the time?
Absolutely. It is how we live each day. And we would wish for you, humans, to also take this wisdom and utilize it in your life. The sadness and heavier energy of baser emotions like sadness and hopelessness and despair. They are trappings of the world that you are in. Your the atmosphere of your planet is very different than ours, and it has a weightiness to it that we do not experience. And so for us, we are able to keep our emotions at a higher, playing at a higher note than humans do, because our atmosphere is very different, and we are different beings. We have evolved to understand that being within our spirit, in our bodies, and being present in each moment brings joy, and it brings its own reward. In the planet that you are in, there have been lies told for a long period of time. Many are awakening to the news that everything that you have learned that feeds the cells in your brains, that it decreases the interaction with the young, the innocent, that can help you to see the simplicity of joy and wonderness and awe.
And so, what do we do when we have sad experiences, such as maybe a family member dies, or a relationship ends, someone finds out that they have an illness? It's very usual here on Earth for us to feel sad and to go through waves of sadness and pain and guilt, and then usually the wave will ride up again, and then we'll feel joyous. So there seems to be an up and then a down, and then an up and a down, and this seems to be the common way, the common cycle here on Earth. Are you saying that we could literally hear, even though our atmosphere is so much heavier and denser, are you saying that we could, as individuals, be joyous all the time? Or would this be unnatural in our settings?
We have found when cycles end and a new cycle begins, such as you call death or loss of a loved one, we choose to be in a larger community. We choose to be humans. We have seen tend to isolate, not only physically, but their thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
We, the Arcturians, find that by communing one with another, that we are able to commune with one another and to raise our awareness. We are a collective. We are individual, but we are collective as a people. And as what you would experience as sadness,
Mm-hmm.
when an experience similar to that happens to us, we tend to come together as a race, where the eldest and the youngest all form into share our thoughts and our emotions. And so any vibration that is not feeding our joy is diffused over the number of beings on our planet. So we do not experience sadness or loss in the same way that you do. We observe that it is the isolating thoughts and physical isolation that an individual may experience during a time of transition can be diffused by being in a larger community. Does this help you?
Very much. It's fascinating too. So then what you're saying is that there's never a time where we should choose sadness.
Correct. It is a choice.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Nan. Why don't you rest now and fill your pineal with your own energy and disengage. Thank you to the Arcturians. And Maia, go ahead and begin your channel.
We'd like to give you a few advices and tools for you to learn how to connect.
Thank you.
It is very wise of you to connect with other people of different ages. It is very wise for you to look for children and to look for elders. It can be one person only, but the practice of connecting with them and sharing thoughts and feelings is going to amplify your field. You're going to be able to travel through time and space. You're going to be able to remember what it is to be a child. You're going to be able to remember what it is to be a crone, ready for the next step. This is how wisdom is cultivated. In some of the wisest ancient human societies, people used to be organized in circles. The children used to be at the center of the circle. With their life, their force, their light, their love, they used to be the fuel of the community. Around them, the elders were with their wisdom and their knowledge. Around the elders were the parents, the adults, providing stability for the community, practicality. And around the adults were the younger adults. They were the explorers, the warriors. this type of organization is being lost in your society. Everything got confused and everything became a pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
Circle is healthy. Pyramid is powerful, but sometimes it's too powerful and confusing. Your whole society is organized in pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
Community, pyramids. And you lost the sense of what is to be human and what is to be a cosmic being. Your bodies are filled with magic.
Filled with what?
First. Your bodies are filled with magic.
Oh, magic.
Your fingers are antennas. Your nipples, they emanate the energy of the heart.
Hmm.
You can see the energies moving through your nipples and through your fingers. And you can play with those energies.
Interesting.
Joy is what keeps you alive. You had a master that was talking about this. And he was talking about keeping the connection with the child within. You can make a choice to erase your memory and to go back to being a baby.
How can we erase the memories? How can we erase fears and the negative memories?
You feel it with light. Your body is changing. Your body is renewing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Your cells are renewing all the time. Your memories are stored in your cells. It's a choice to decide that the new cells that you are producing every day are baby cells. It's a choice to decide that those memories are not going to be infusing the new cells. You are protected and you are supported.
I like that. Thank you. I have another question. I was thinking to myself after this class that I would watch a movie. And it's one of my favorite things to do is to curl up under the covers and watch a movie at the end of the day. And I instantly felt some guilt, as if doing something that I like to do is bad for me, or that I should be doing something else more productive. Can you speak about guilt and if there's any necessary factors or redeeming qualities from guilt?
It's a choice. Guilt is memory-based. You can choose to release it.
So I guess my fear would be, what if I was just doing things that I liked all day long? I would be just outside petting the horse and playing with my miniature horse and sitting in the sun and watching movies, and that's all I would probably do if I was in joy all the time. And I guess I am concerned that I would neglect doing things that I have to do, like making food and cleaning the house and doing my work and writing in my book.
We encourage you to do it. We encourage you to experience it. We encourage you to start maybe with 1 day a week, and then going up to 2 days a week. Magic is built in your body.
I feel that I have an obligation to do my work and to help people and to write books about all the things that I know about spirit. And would it be better for me to not do those things and to just spend my time doing what brings me joy?
Your vibration is what's going to bring help for others. If you choose to stop enjoying because of work, your vibration is lowering its frequency.
I think that I really enjoy writing, and I enjoy when I'm with my horses, but when I feel that I have to write, that it becomes an obligation, then it becomes less fun for me. Or when I feel like, oh, I have to feed the horses, or I have to clean out their stalls. What can you say about this versus joy versus having to do duties and chores in life?
There is no such a thing as having to do duties and chores.
There's no what?
There is no obligations. Obligations is something that you self-imposing to yourself. Once you reach a level of joy and happiness, everything will flow and everything will be in the right time. You will find yourself doing everything is needed from you without feeling that it is a chore or an obligation.
It would just become natural.
It's the flow of life. You flow with it. It may feel strange in the beginning because you are not in control. But you can check with your body. You can check with your body and ask your body, it is time now to go to work? And your body may say, no, it's not time yet. And then you trust and say, okay, I trust that this is not the right time to go to work. It is time now to go to feed the horse. Your body will tell you, no, it's not the right time now. The right time now for you is to do this or to do that. Your bodies, they have a lot of wisdom. Your mind took over. It's a long story. Your minds are not your minds. Awakening is the awakening of the body. You ask your body, what is time for what?
And if it's not time to feed the horses and yet the horses are hungry, does that mean that I should give the horses away for someone else to feed them? Because I don't want them to starve.
It can vary day by day. It can be that day the horse needs to fast. And it can be that 5 minutes later you will feel like it's the right time to go and feed the horse. You need to trust.
And if it doesn't, if it doesn't bring me joy, then I should seek something else that does. and follow that.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Follow your joy for the highest good of you and everybody else that's around you. Always.
Good. Okay, thank you so much, Arcturians. We welcome you and we are so grateful to you. Thank you for teaching this class tonight. Thank you for being the first delightful lights of energy for my students to channel. I know that we'll be seeing you and talking to you soon. Be well. Adios.